Hello, everyone. My name is Naowshaba Ferdous. Welcome back. You are listening to an episode of Thriving, the podcast. Today, I've got a pretty special topic in store for you, and it is all about creating a six-figure business. We're going to be going over what the six-figure formula really looks like, what I have specifically taught clients, what I have followed myself. It's also very fitting. Today is the 6th of the month when I'm filming this, and the year is just beginning. So you are not behind. You are right on time. And I'm really happy that you're going to listen to this episode because for so many of you, I know that six figures is a really important goal, and I want to help you get there and a lot easier this year in 2026. So without further ado, let's talk about what it really takes to build a six-figure business. And I will share with you the exact six-figure formula that I have used on my own business that helped me hit six figures in my first year in business. And it's exactly what I share with my clients as well. Making six figures in my first year business is definitely not what I expected. I didn't think that would ever happen. I was actually profitable in my first month in business. I made around $4,000 or $5,000. It was enough to quit my retail job that I was working at the time just to make ends meet. And I had this fancy degree. I mean, it wasn't really fancy, but I had a political science degree. I thought I was going to go to law school my entire life. And then I realized about a quarter way into college, I was much rather enjoying working with businesses and freelancing with them, helping them with creative direction and copywriting and branding and storytelling. And very quickly realized that law school path wasn't going to be for me, but rather business was. And that meant that after I graduated with that degree, there was really nowhere I fit. I didn't have any fancy connections or cool internships having to do with marketing or business under my belt. But I did have the skills that I built from working in my own businesses as well as other people's businesses. Skills that I built offline that I never even thought I could build online until I was in a Facebook group filled with amazing, inspiring, powerful female entrepreneurs who were very much using their skills and their talents to build these thriving, successful businesses that they were working from home and they were able to work with clients all over the world. Now, being in those groups is exactly what gave me my start. And that's a large reason why I have my own Facebook group, because I want more women to feel that sort of jolt of inspiration and belief that they can do it too. So I took my real world experience and I brought it online. I was very new to marketing a business on social media, but I translated the skills I could and learned new ones along the way. And before I knew it, my first month in business was profitable and I was able to very quickly, I think the second or third month into business, I actually hired a virtual assistant. I'm all about making sure that you're getting support to grow your business as quickly as possible. That's a large reason why my job exists. I help you grow your business, and there are so many other amazing service providers who will help you do the same in different areas of your business, and it's important to get help sooner rather than later, but that is a topic for another day, another episode. Today, we're here to talk about the six-figure formula. So making six figures in my first year completely changed my life, which is why I'm so passionate about talking about this subject. I have shared it in workshops and challenges, in live streams, all the things. And this time I'm going to be sharing it in a podcast episode for you to listen to and also watch on YouTube if you are watching me there. So let's break down what the six-figure formula looks like, okay? At the top, what six figures really boils down to is three things, okay? And I want you to see it as an inverted triangle. At the top of this triangle is your offer. In the middle of that triangle is traffic, and at the bottom of this triangle is sales. Now let's break down all three of those right now, okay? Breaking this down, when I say offer, I mean having a clear package that helps someone achieve something. A clear offering that helps them achieve something that they ideally want help with. What I can tell you with certainty, after helping well over 100 clients across 27 countries generate over 10 million in revenue collectively, the offer is where a lot of people struggle because you can be super multi-passionate, feel like you can help people with lots of things, but then struggle and think, okay, well, how do I create an offer that actually makes sense? How do I take all my skills and my passions and my life experience and put it into this offer that I'm going to sell? And so a lot of overthinking happens here, and I'm going to make it really, really simple. It's what I call the 3-point system. I like doing things in threes, so you'll notice a lot of my strategies and formulas, methodologies surround the number 3. You're going to ask yourself, when creating this six-figure offer, these 3 questions. Number 1, am I actually skilled at this? Number 2, do I actually enjoy doing this? And number 3, is there a need in the market for this? When you are able to answer all 3 of those questions with a resounding yes, you have perfected the top of this inverted triangle of the 6-figure formula. The reason I stress this part so much is because if you don't have an offer that meets this criteria, then it's not going to be an offer that sells, or it will sell really slowly and very painstakingly and not going to get you to 6 figures at the rate that you would like to. If you can run your offer through the 3-point formula with relative ease, you are on the right track. Now, the second part of that inverted triangle in our 6-figure formula is traffic, the kind that really determines who sees your stuff online and how. Just naming it simply, traffic is driving people organically or through paid ads to you and your offer. Now, paid ads is not my specialty. Maybe I will get an expert to talk about that on a future episode because I think it's a valuable space. It's just not my space. So I'm going to focus on organic today, and that's what you'll pretty much always see me talking about when I am talking about anything related to growing your business online, marketing your business through social media. It's going to be all organic that I am talking about. Now, because we're focusing on organic, that means it's free, yay, which means it's very accessible to you. This means that most people will find you through your content. So you might be asking, so questions I hear very often is, Naowshaba, where am I supposed to post? What platform is the best one to be on? What do I post? Do I have to do reels and other short form content? What times are the best times to post? These are all valuable questions, but they're not nearly as important as you think they are. So I'm going to give you the order of priority. Essentially, to be able to really drive excellent traffic to you and to your offer, your content has to answer one critical question your audience is asking themselves when they find you online. And that question is, can this person help me get to where I want to go? Essentially, can you help them achieve that result that they're desperately seeking, that your offer says it can help with? Subconsciously, when someone is on social media, whether they even know they're shopping for a solution and they come across different profiles of different businesses, in their heads, they are making very quick decisions about whether this person is right for them and that they feel can help them or can't. So how do we get them to say yes? Yes, I am so absolutely sure that this person can help me get to where I want to go. Well, you use my 3 to thrive formula, okay? That formula focuses on the foundation of what your content should look like. And really, this will be the foundation of how you make 6 figures. So your content must highlight these 3 things: process, proof, and personality. What are they? Very simply put, your process shares how you actually do what you do, aka how you help them get that desired result that you are talking about in your offer that they desperately need. Proof is what it sounds like. It's your reviews, your testimonials, your case studies from past clients, but also your own social proof through your own stories and your own life experiences that have helped you also get these results. And of course, personality is also what it sounds like. How do you showcase your personality through your content? Are you the same person online that you are offline? Ideally, you should be, because being unapologetically you online is exactly what attracts the right type of people into your world. You can imagine how hitting 6 figures when working with dream clients is easier because your people find you, resonate with you fast, and are eager to work with you. And then, of course, they are continuing to work with you year after year, and thus your income is stacking. They're getting great results. They're referring you. All the amazing things are happening. And before you know it, you're hitting 6 figures really fast. The format in which you can share those 3 foundational pieces in the 3 to Thrive formula is educational, storytelling, and bold. And I've talked about that pretty often in my content, so I'm going to go over it pretty quickly. Educational is teaching content, very self-explanatory. Storytelling, also pretty self-explanatory. It is when you are sharing a story, but relating it back to your business. And bold / opinionated hot take content, where you are sharing the hot takes that you probably only share with clients and friends and people in your everyday life, but maybe are a little scared to share online. These are the intense beliefs you have around your industry that you should be sharing. Then below that is the type, right? Short form, long form, written, blog, email, live stream. Again, as we're getting lower and lower, those matter less and less. Then the platform, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn, all the places, right? As I mentioned earlier, those questions about when you should post, where you should post, what type is the right one, those matter a lot less than getting the free Thrive formula in place, which is your foundation, process, proof, and personality. And then just choosing which format you're going to use, like educational, storytelling, and bold. The last piece of the six-figure formula, the bottom of that triangle, the smallest piece, which also means it's not the immediate piece you should be worrying about. That's sales. I think a lot of folks, when they're trying to build a six-figure business, think that they need to get really, really, really good at sales and improve that skill immediately and are trying to fix all their sales systems, but they haven't actually improved their content. It doesn't make any sense. It's not clear. And their offer is also super jumbled and confusing and mixed up. And so you don't need to worry about sales, because if those pieces are not in place, your sales don't matter. And most of your sales are going to end in no, thank you, or I'll let you know anyway, because they were just confused and didn't see that your offer could help them, or that you were the person to help them get to the result that they want to get. That's why I put it at the bottom of the six-figure formula. Of course, it's still on our pyramid in the six-figure formula. It's just at the bottom because the top two need to be perfected first before you perfect this skill set. So what is sales? Sales is just essentially, very simply, a way to guide people to pay you for your offer. Six-figure sales systems is probably another future episode I can make, but for the purpose of this episode, speaking on the six-figure formula, so I can give you this kind of overview, bird's eye view of how to make six figures in your business, I want you to see sales as something that really should be clear, simple, and repeatable. The more you complicate it with all the crazy tech and all these billion touch points and just doing too much is what really slows down sales. When I hit that first 4 or 5K month in my first month in online business, and what allowed me to hit my first six figures in my first year of business, was my sales system was really, really simple, if you could even call it a system. So I just want you to understand the basics right now. We can talk about handling sales objections and, like I said, creating six-figure sales systems in future episodes. But right now, the basics that you need to worry about are having a really good call to action, right? That is, at the end of your content, actually directing your people to somewhere, to your offer, to your next step, and a funnel. So you have that call to action and you have that funnel. Now, I know when a lot of you hear that word funnel, you might think, oh my goodness, like that's going to be a lot of tech. That's going to be really complicated. It can be. It can have a lot of tech involved. You click this button and then this thing happens and then you go through this email sequence. I want to keep this episode as simple as possible because I want you to understand that things will get more complex and there will be more things involved as you scale to your multi six figures and seven. However, to hit the first 100K, the first six figures, keeping things simple will help you get there much easier and also much faster. I know funnels sounds complicated, just the word itself, but it really can be as simple as your call to action is directing them now to a sales page, or perhaps to your DMs, that's a DM funnel, or to your call booking link, becoming your call booking funnel. It can be very simple to start. Have a great, clear call to action that makes them want to take action and direct them to one of those, whether your sales page, your DMs, or your call booking link. I have done all three of those, sometimes in tandem with each other. They all work. Just keep it really simple and very easy to follow through your content so your people aren't confused and know exactly where they're supposed to go and what they're supposed to do after they've consumed your content and love you and really want your help. I hope this was helpful, guys. Hitting your first six figures in business is your first goal. Once you have done that, things do get easier. There are going to be more complex strategies and fancier things you can do to scale, but hitting that first six figures should be your first goal because once you get there, you really start winning. Things really do start getting easier, and it also starts getting really, really fun. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Leave your questions below. I'll get to answering them as many as I can. Happy six-figure business building. I'll see you on the next episode. Bye, guys.